Welcome to the Jurlique Wellness Workshop. Many of you will have been sent a pamper pack ahead of this session, so please do bring that out and feel free to use the products as you learn more during the session about this unique Australian skincare brand, as well as the experience it offers your clients when they visit the destination. So please do enjoy and stick around for the Q&A following this so you can put your questions to Jurlique.
Hello and welcome to my home state of South Australia.
I'm Karen Fitzgerald, General Manager Experiences with Tourism Australia.
And I'm Penny Rafferty, the Head of Sustainability.
On behalf of us both, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners, the Paramount people. We recognise their ongoing connection with this land and we pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging as they continue to care for country as their ancestors, the original custodians, did many thousands of years ago. As we know, the events of the last 2 years have taught us not to take anything for granted, to embrace our local regions and the businesses and communities within them, and to invest in our health and well-being. Globally, there's a strong desire for reconnection, whether that be with oneself, to loved ones, people who share similar views and values, or to Mother Nature herself. As a result, we've seen an increased demand for authentic and immersive experiences. Experiences that transform visitors emotionally, physically, spiritually and socially, and engage them with Australia in a deeply meaningful way.
People are redefining why they travel and the way in which they will travel in the future. We hear recurring themes of travel to do or adventure travel, travel for flavour and true local, where food and drink are the stars, travel well for both wellness and the well-being practices that people now take with them, and travel better, where travel has a clear positive impact on the environment and the community in which it takes place. 3 of these elements align beautifully with the products and experiences that make Australia so appealing: wellness, agritourism and sustainability. So today we are coming to you from the beautiful Jurlique farm, founded by Ulrike Klein, a botanist and horticulturalist, and Jürgen Klein, a biochemist and naturopath. Jurlique harnesses the positive living energies found in nature to create a high-performing skincare range that is highly sought after all around the world.
That's right, Penny. Ulrike and Jürgen understood that nothing manufactured solely in a laboratory could come near to the nurturing powers of nature. So at the centre of their vision was a biodynamic farm where botanicals of unequalled purity could flourish. And they've come a long way since Jurlique was established in 1985, and their commitment to sustainability is as strong now as it was on day one, and this continues to grow.
Using certified organic and biodynamic farming methods, everything that's done on the property supports the health and vitality of the farm.
So come and join us as we gain an insight into the workings of the Jurlique farm and the seed to skin experience they have created to bring sustainability, wellness and agritourism together in an experience we know that your clients will love. Let's go and meet Cherie.
Hello everyone, my name is Cherie Hutchison, the farm manager here at Jurlique. Welcome to the farm. And just like Penny and Karen mentioned, I wanted to acknowledge the Paramount people, our traditional owners of the land that we farm here today at Jurlique. Now I'm going to show you all about the seed to skin journey today. And in your little goodie bag, you've got the rose water balancing mist. So I'd like to welcome you to our rose garden. Give that a squirt. And the beautiful mist. Oh, you can smell the roses. I can't wait to show you what we've got in store for you today.
So Cherie, I love the Jurlique tagline, harnessing the power of nature. And I know that's directly linked to the practice of biodynamics. But tell us about that, because it's so fascinating.
Well, biodynamic principles is all about the soil. So we treat the soil like, we put more back into the soil than what we take. And we use herbal remedies to go into the soil to increase in organic matter, which makes stronger plants, which then turns into beautiful skincare. So that's what BD is all about. So we call it BD, Biodynamics. And I've got a few different preparations here to show you. And the first one is called BD 500. or horn manure. And what we do is actually use cow manure and we put it into a horn, we bury it in autumn and dig it up in spring, and it's broken down cow manure over 6 months. And as you can see, it's really rich. It's got beautiful humus, which increases your organic matter, holding water retention and making stronger plants.
And it's sweet.
Yeah, quite sweet. So it doesn't smell like manure at all.
Magic. Precious.
And then the other one is called 501, which is quartz crystal. And obviously this is the really fancy version here. And what quartz crystal is a drawer of light. So we ground that down into a powder, sprinkle it all over our plants, and light penetrates through that quartz crystal, drawing the plant out of the ground. So it's like a natural photosynthesis type approach to farming. Yeah, so look, biodynamics is all about creating its full ecosystem. And what we're trying to do is not have to leave the farm gate. We want to treat our soil with the utmost respect, develop a relationship with our land, and in turn what that does is healthy, strong plants and none of those nasty chemical pesticides we were talking about as well. We also stir our preparations in a really particular way. So we stir left and right, creating chaos and order. So we stir, making a vortex, and break the water apart and turn into another vortex, creating that chaos and order, which breaks down the water memory. So water actually retains memory. And as you stir it, you're actually also transferring your energy onto that preparation. So it's that transfer of energy back into the land, and then really beautiful botanicals at the end of it as well. All of the other preparations we do here on the property go into our compost. And the way that we make our compost is here on the property, cutting down our hay, and then we have a bit of chicken manure, heat it up, put some water on it and turn it, and that takes 4 months. And then at the end of that breakdown we put all these other compost preparations, which is herbal remedies again, and then it becomes biodynamic compost. And we address things like potassium and nitrogen and phosphorus and all the beautiful elements we want for a life force of energy in that universal soil that we're talking about too. And also we have a worm farm, and so what worms do for us is break down all of our leftover food scraps from our lunches. We cut it up, make a mush, and then we give them a feed every Friday. And what they do is break down all of that beautiful matter, creating a liquid which we call liquid gold, and then we spray it on the base of all of our plants, and we actually is feeding our plants. So it's really about doing things naturally, doing things with a rhythm, and it's like we could talk about moon rhythms as well, but we probably don't have enough time to really talk about that right now. But look, it's really interesting, but like I said, it's creating that full ecosystem.
Everything that comes from the farm goes back into the farm in order to enrich it.
Yeah.
And the memories. I love the fact that, or the concept of water having a memory.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever heard of people singing to their plants, and like as you garden, you're really connecting with everything. And we do that too, but we're actually connecting to our preparations, preparing it, and then spraying it onto our soil. So that transfer of energy also comes with us as well. So yeah, it's a really interesting journey.
So this is a brand differentiator for you. Has it paid off?
The results is in the pudding, right? So you look at the quality of our produce and you will just see the vibrancy. The smells are really sharp and flavoursome, and there's just nothing like it. When I first started on the property, I had never experienced biodynamic farming, and since I've been here, which is over 9 years now, I mean, I do it every day. You just become just one with nature every day. It's just a beautiful thing to be involved with. Yeah.
Love it.
So Cherie, that was really fascinating listening to you talk to Penny about your biodynamic farming principles. I really loved all the stories around the soil, the compost, the worms, and of course the water. But what I'm really interested in is how do all these elements come together as part of the visitor experience?
We actually do what we call the seed to skin experience. We walk you through our polytunnels, and you see that behind us now. We go from seed collection, what we did the prior year, how we propagate, how we plant, what we actually are growing, which is over 30 different botanicals here on the property, what's great for the skin. We'll have some products in the garden, we'll walk you around a display garden, up to the drying shed, and then we'll finish in the shop.
Fantastic. Well, I believe we're off to the sample garden now.
Yeah, let's go.
So Cherie, I love how the sample garden connects the products with the plants that they come from, But I also love that alignment with what you do with the soil and the plants and what we try to do with our skin. And I believe this one's got some magic powers.
Well, this is all about hydration and I'd call irrigation. So it's going to actively moisturise your skin, and it's coming from the plant just here. So this is marshmallow root. Have a feel of the texture of the leaf. It actually feels really similar to the end product, which is activating water essence. And I've got a little bit of a root here for you to have a feel of. Can you feel the syrup consistencies coming off?
Yeah.
So that's what we call mucilage, and that's what locks the hydration in your skin. Have a feel of this product here on the back of your hand. Now this is for your face to hydrate.
I love it. Irrigation for the skin.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand this is the beautiful elderflower tree. Now I have to be honest, I'm partial to a little bit of elderflower cordial, either on a hot day with some soda or sometimes in a sneaky gin.
Yep.
But what do you use elderflower for?
Well, we actually do use the flower for our skincare. If you don't harvest the flower, it's going to turn into a berry. You might have heard of elderberry wine maybe. But the actual flower itself cleanses the skin, but also brightens the complexion. I've actually just brought with me here the Nourishing Cleansing Oil. It's wonderful to put on dry skin, so I'll just pop some on your hand here. It's gentle enough to go around your eyes, so it's going to take your mascara off, it's going to take your makeup off, and it's going to leave your skin feeling really hydrated. Please have a smell. You smell that elderflower? Yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
So Cherie, this is the Jurlique Rose. It's got a really special story, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does. So we've always grown roses here at Jurlique, but when we actually turned 30, we decided to get our own rose, and we actually employed a local rose breeder called George Thompson, and he's come up with this exquisite example of a rose.
So what's special about it? What's unique about it?
It's got a really unique fragrance, and it's what elevates our skincare collection. So it goes into the Rare Rose range skin collection, as well as the Rose Water Balancing Mist. And it is just remarkable. It softens and hydrates the skin, and very unique. It's only grown here, nowhere else in the world.
Well, Cherie, this place is just fantastic. You really blow my mind with the diversity of botanicals that you've got and the beautiful flowers and plants. But it's not all about the roses, is it?
No, it's not. We grow over 30 different varieties of plants here on the property, whether they be flowers or leaf or root crops. And one of them is lavender. So this is called Lavandula augustifolia. This particular variety is called Munstead, and it's a lot different to the home common lavenders that we see here in this region. They've actually got a curly leaf, and this has got a straight leaf. And the difference is the quality of oil that's coming off the plant. It's really important that we actually get the right quality plant for your skincare. I've actually just brought out with us today is the lavender hand cream. Have a smell of this. You're going to smell the flowers and then smell this hand cream.
Okay, and smell the flowers. And I am your official hand model.
Check this out.
Lovely. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Lovely thing to use last thing at night as well. So just honestly to hydrate the skin, but just that smell actually is going to help you sleep as well.
Well, as an insomniac, I am buying a lot of that.
So Cherie, the biodynamic principles obviously drive that all-of-farm approach, but there are some measurables that you can pull out as well that are really impressive. You were talking about a 20% reduction in the carbon footprint on logistics, distributing all this beautiful product. What else is there?
So we're free from any chemical fertilisers, herbicides and pesticides. We've added over 14,000 trees to the property as well. We've got zero waste, so we haven't returned anything in landfill since 2015. Our water consumption as well, we've reduced that by 20% since 2016. And then lastly, we've got 75 kilowatts of solar panels here on the property too.
So, Cherie, here we are in the drying sheds, and it's pretty warm in here. Tell us, how warm is it exactly, but what part of the process is this?
So it's really important, this part, because we actually are extracting from the dried petals and the dry flowers, dry root. And at the moment we've got German chamomile just in front of me. We've got the Jurlique Rose here. It is 32 degrees currently. but it does go up and down depending on the outside temperature. It is important because we're extracting from those dried petals. So generally at this time of year, it takes about 5 days. As it gets cooler, it could be a couple of weeks. We store all of those petals away and then we extract from those dried petals.
It really is hot. Look, sweat.
Okay, I'm going to walk you through our biointrinsic process now, and that's our extraction process. From the dried herbs, we first do a steam distillant, and that's what I've got here, is a layering of all sorts of different botanicals. We have a boiler underneath, and steam rises through all of the dried botanicals, comes off a condensation lid, and that's how we get the essential oils from the plant. The next process is Purculent, what you might know as a big cup of tea. So we actually rotate water over the top, and that's actually for 2 hours, and that's how we get all the nutrients from the plant. The next process is we get all of that wet petal, all the wet botanicals, lay them on drying racks again, dry them, and then we set them on fire, collecting the ash. And that's how you get all the minerals and the salts from the plant. We add it back into the Purculent, into the nutrients. We add it back then into the distillant, which is the essential oil, and that's how we make all of the beautiful extractions here from the dry botanicals.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed the Jurlique Seed to Skin farm experience as much as we have. As you now know, guests can see, smell, touch, taste and learn about the nature and science behind the world-famous Jurlique brand and the fabulous range of skincare products.
The experience operates 5 days a week and runs for approximately 90 minutes.
So we hope we've inspired you to consider this experience when you're next planning your next Australian itinerary.
But before we go, a very special thanks to our magnificent host Cherie. And we trust you now have a deeper understanding of that inextricable link and natural blend between wellness and agritourism, underpinned by an enduring commitment to sustainability, as so clearly demonstrated in this place.
Looks like we've got lots of people joining, so welcome everyone. I'll get started. So my name's Claire. I am the social media and digital marketing manager at Jurlique. I've actually been with the brand for 16 years, so a long time with the brand. I'm absolutely obsessed with the brand, so I'm hoping that I can answer any questions that you have today. I also head up our education team, so I should be able to answer any questions that you have, and I can see quite a few coming through. So I hope you've all got your products. I hope you're all enjoying them. And if anyone's got any specific questions about those products, if you're using them already and you're not sure how to, or if you want me to run you through how to use them and their specific benefits, please do put that in the comments and I will definitely jump into that. But I think we've got quite a few questions actually, which is exciting. So I'm going to dive straight into some of the questions. I hope that you enjoyed Cherie's introduction to the brand. I think she took you through a lot of kind of the key facts about the brand and the key facts about our farm. So in terms of the farm tour, I'll just let you all know ahead of time. Customers can visit the farm tour. It's around 30 Australian dollars per person. So really, really great price. And essentially what they get for that, and it's also free for children under 16. And essentially what you get for that is an hour and a half's experience where you get the kind of behind the scenes really of the farm. They just talk to you and about nature in general and about the science really behind our brand and why the farm's so important, which is, it's just a beautiful experience. Cherie is usually, the Cherie that you saw, she usually manages that farm tour. So she's fantastic and she's really adaptable. So I see someone's asked the question on the tours, can you kind of get your hands dirty essentially, and yeah, absolutely. Like Cherie's really great, especially with the VIP tour that we do. She's really great at just letting you really enjoy your experience how you. Absolutely, they're pretty adaptable. The VIP tour is 285 Australian dollars per person. That one's slightly more because you're getting the VIP treatment. So essentially, you go through the farm tour, all the same, learning all of the same great details behind the scenes. And then you also end your experience with a relaxing afternoon being pampered in our spa. So that one includes a spa experience, and that totals 8 hours actually of a treatment. So yeah, really amazing, really, really gorgeous experiences. Yes, I see someone said that they love the experience. Now they just need to get to the farm. I know we do. So I've actually been to the farm twice. So I'm blessed. I'm very blessed to have got to go there. I went actually on our 30th anniversary once, and we did tree planting, and honestly, you're kind of sitting back on the farm, and then all of a sudden you'll see a kangaroo in the distance. You're not allowed to approach them because they're wild kangaroos, but it's just incredible, honestly. Just it's the ultimate kind of being in nature experience. And I think the farm tour really does help, and that's why I'm so glad that you got to do a virtual farm tour, because let's be honest, we're not all going to get to Australia. So it's so nice that you got to experience a little bit of behind the scenes, because I think that really helps you to connect with the brand. And it really kind of helps us to leverage who we are as a brand and what we do. It's our key point of difference as a brand really is our farm. Just the story that you would have heard of hand harvesting. So essentially our Rosewater Balancing Mist, which is our best-selling global product. Essentially, I always say to my customers, there's around about 8,000 hand-picked rose petals to make this product. So it's just incredible when you really know the behind-the-scenes story of a brand to kind of connect. And as a brand, we really do like to think of ourselves as more than just kind of helping your skincare experience. We really do see ourselves as helping you to connect with yourself. Everybody's so busy nowadays in life and so stressed, and we really alienate ourselves in that process of just trying to get through the day. So it's so important for us as a brand to give you that whole well-being experience. And every time you use the product, like the mist, for example, when you spritz it on your skin, you instantly just connect to yourself, and it's just a beautiful experience. So questions. So yes, can vacationers do some kind of hands-on process in the preparation? So as I said, it's really adaptable, the tour. The VIP one, I would say definitely it can be adapted. So yes, definitely make sure that customers ask above and beyond for what they'd like to experience. The trip to the farm, I've covered the price of that. How you book it. So essentially on our website, our Australian website, so jurlique.com, you can actually go to, there's actually a section that is book our farm tour. So you can just book it for them via that link. And yeah, it's all pretty easy to follow. So there's a link on there that you can follow. So products are amazing. Thank you, Carol. Do you recommend to use the products daily? Example, morning and night? Yes, absolutely. So the great thing about our ritual is we don't specifically have a cream for night and a cream for day, because quite honestly, it's just more products that you have to purchase and apply to your skin. There's really no need for a difference in those products day and night. The only time that does come into play is when it has an SPF in it, because obviously SPF's better for you to wear in the day. You don't need to be putting SPF on your skin at night. But generally, yes, all of our creams are to be used day and night. So are our serums, so are our every product, in fact, you can use day and night, with the exception of our SPF product, which we would recommend you use in the day. But essentially, we have a lot of customers that follow the full ritual, the same one day and night. And we have some customers that like to switch it up at night. So, for example, I am a huge fan of our Rare Rose cream. I've got really dry skin, very dry skin. The activating water essence that you all have is my staple product. If I don't have this product, if you've got dry skin, if I don't use this product, I notice such a difference in the dryness of my skin. So this product essentially is an essence. So you shake it, you see all these bubbles in there. This has basically got marshmallow root in it. And within a marshmallow root, there is an ingredient called mucilage. And mucilage essentially acts like a sponge. So if you imagine a sponge and you're kind of dipping it in water, you know, when you take a sponge out, it kind of restores that moisture and that water until you rinse it. That's essentially what mucilage, which comes from a marshmallow root, is doing for your skin. It's kind of locking all that moisture in and making sure that your skin holds that moisture. So anyone with really, really dry skin, this is an absolute go-to product. You'd use it after cleansing. So you cleanse your skin. You can spritz if you want to have a spritz, which is our toning step. And then you would apply, always shake the products first or warm them because they're natural ingredients. So it just helps to activate them. And then you would just literally apply 1 to 2 drops in your hands. If you can see it on the screen, and then you just warm the product. And then you would literally just apply it to your face. Don't forget your décolleté as well. I'm a bit naughty with this product because I apply everywhere. So I'm like in the summer, all on my arms and my legs, because it's just so hydrating. You'll feel it as soon as you put it on your hand. If you've got it there, give it a try quickly, and you'll feel that thickness. Although it's water, it feels thick, and it's that mucilage. So that's a great one. But back to the cream. So then, yes, essentially like this cream, for example, I will use in the day. And at night, I like something very heavy on my skin. So I will switch out my night routine and use a face oil, because I find a face oil just really relaxing for nighttime, and it just really absorbs in and gives you that deep, deep hydration that we sometimes need after a day in pollution and a busy, stressful day. So yes, absolutely, they can be used day and night. Are the products for all skin ages, or do you have specific ones? Yes, so we do have specific collections that sit within a certain barrier, but honestly, as a brand, we don't like to put too much emphasis on ages, because we don't like to say, you know, you're only in your 30s, we don't want you using that product, because everybody's skin and genetics are really so different. So someone who is in their 40s might have very different skin to someone else in their 40s. So it's really about finding what works for you and finding what's adaptable for your skin. But honestly, we do give guidance on that. So essentially, as a starting point into your kind of early 20s is when you're really going to start wanting to start taking a bit more notice of your skin. We have the kind of what we call our entry level introduction range, which is this Rare Rose range, which is just phenomenal. So that we kind of recommend from like early 20s. Then when you hit kind of 30s, we recommend our Herbal Recovery range, which is essentially this beautiful fawn red bottle. And this range is essentially designed for fine lines and wrinkles. So when you start to see those lines around the eyes and those kind of wrinkles that we start noticing around our mouths as we kind of hit 30s, the Herbal Recovery range is fantastic for that. Herbal Recovery range also is fantastic at giving your skin a huge radiance and a glow, and it's so protective. It's got all of the antioxidants in it to protect your skin. Male clients tend to prefer this as well, this collection, because it's a bit more botanical versus more florally. I mean, none of our products are overly florally, and I think rose is quite a challenging one, because people always think of rose as kind of I hate to say it, but kind of a more mature smelling product. But roses are super modern. We've got the most beautiful roses on our farm, Rosa Gallica, and we also have our own Jurlique farm that's been bred for us. And they're super modern scents. So it's really, really trendy now, rose products. And then the next step, we would say, is kind of 40 plus. Is our Nutri-Define range, and this is this kind of beautiful coloured bottle. The Nutri-Define range is for your kind of visible signs of aging. So that's kind of when you're starting to notice a little bit of sagging, deeper lines, pigmentation. So we know we get things called age spots. Essentially, they often come around this area here. We get them on our hands. So the Nutri-Define range is has got 6 anti-aging ingredients that really target the skin. We use horseradish, which we grow on the farm, and spillanthus, which we grow on the farm. And both of those are designed to increase your collagen production by up to about 46%. So collagen is something that's found within our skin, and it's collagen in our skin that helps to give it this nice youthful appearance and this lovely bounce. So as we mature, we start to naturally slow down our process of producing collagen. So we just need a little bit more help with kind of getting that process back up and running. So this has a delivery system in it called Biosym 6, and we use a liposome technology. So it's a supernatural technology, and essentially a way of delivering ingredients deeper into your skin where that kind of collagen and elastin sits. So yeah, this is a fantastic range. I actually use this serum, and like I said, I'm not quite there yet with the age range, but it works for me. So I've already started using this serum. I use this cream, which is kind of technically in our 20s range. I really do mix up just what works for my skin. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Nina. They're saying hi. Hi, Nikki. So you're obsessed. Great. And the farm, yes, it is amazing. Oh, sorry, Debbie. We need to make sure that you get some products, because honestly, you need to experience them. So products available for, yes. So I work for the UK team. I work for the EMEA and UK team. So the products are available. Unfortunately, in the UK at this time, we don't have any physical stores, but we are online. So you can purchase it at jurlique.com/UK. Even if you go into jurlique.com and you're based in the UK, it will divert you and say, do you want to shop in the UK? So you can find us. We shop we offer all of the products pretty much that Australia offer, with the exception of shampoos and conditioners. We don't offer them in this market, but everything else we offer, and you can get them online. When you sign up, you can tell customers as well, we offer 15% off your first order. So that's great. Private tours, an option, Jane. I actually don't know the answer to that. So I will find out for you and I will let the team know. But I'm sure, knowing Jurlique, there would be an option for that. Absolutely. Yes. It would probably have to be on a certain day. Probably their least busy day, potentially. Probably not a weekend, I would say. But I actually need to ask that question and clarify that. So I don't want to give you a false answer. But knowing the brand, yes, I'm sure that would be an option. They do smell amazing. Booking the tour. So I think I've given you that information, hopefully. Travel sets. Yes. So going to Australia, would love to send some to your clients. Yeah. So we've just recently launched some what we call our kind of ritual discovery sets. So we've just launched one for this Rare Rose range, which is kind of your introduction into Jurlique, and it's really great for dehydrated dry skin. Just such a beautiful range of products. You get 5 products in there. So you get a cleanser, you get the activating that I talked about this. You get your mist, which is our global bestseller. You get a serum, and then you get creams. So you get the choice in this one specifically, you get the choice of a lotion or a cream. So some people prefer a lighter lotion, some people prefer a cream. So both options are in there, and some will wear lotion in the day and the cream at night. So they're only £16. So it's such a great value, and the product sizes are really generous. So it's 15 ml for the mist. And honestly, when you use the mist, you spritz it. 2 sprays, so it lasts a long time. Activating water essence lasts for such a long time because you literally do 2 drops. You may even need only 1 drop. I use 2 because I'm super dry. But you'll get to know how much you'll need because it shouldn't feel sticky. Yeah, and then the creams are 10 mils. And the serums are 5 mils. So yeah, it's a great set. And then the Herbal Recovery set is also available. Same price, £16. So that's this kind of fawn red, beautiful range I talked about. Male clients tend to prefer that unless they love rose. We've got a lot of male clients that love the scent of rose, but generally they tend to prefer this botanical scent. It's a bit less florally. and that is £16 as well. It comes with the same. You get a cleanser, activating, a mist, a serum, an eye cream in that one, which is fantastic for dark circles and puffiness. It's really, really fantastic around this area here. It works like arnica works on bruising, to just kind of really diminish any dark circles and puffiness. So yes, they're great. They're £16. So they're kind of our introduction. And at the end of April, we're launching a starter set as well in NutriDefine. And that will have the 5 products in as well, but with the NutriDefine products. So that's launching very soon. In May, we're actually going to be launching. Oh, hi, Maddie. Sorry.
Hi. No worries. Finish your answer, and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, in May, we're actually launching a beauty to go section as well. So we're going to be offering, which we've never done before, travel sizes. So this, for example, in a 15ml, we'll be offering those to buy. So keep an eye out for that, because that will be great to share with your clients as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Claire. That was so interesting to learn all about this product.
Pleasure.
Yeah, you obviously know the brand so well. 16 years you said you'd been working
16 years, yeah, long time. They can't get rid of me. So yeah.
Amazing.